Great evening to each and every one of you. Lakeisha McKnight is here. Welcome to the Leadership TKO podcast. This is a part of the Leadership TKO radio station that's housed under the iLead Company, LLC. And this is a for-profit company based in Chesapeake, Virginia, here in the United States of America. Right now, it's about 9:28 p.m. Normally, we're here at 9 o'clock, but a little bit of a meeting ran overboard with my nonprofit organization. Okay, and so we're here now live, and I am going to notify a few people on the social media platform, but more specifically on Facebook, because that's the platform that we leverage a lot with Leadership TKO and the iLead Company. So hopefully they'll see that we are indeed here live, and I am going to also just let them know that they can tune on in. So I am going to share, number one, I'm going to share in a special group. In this special group, because today is Authorship Tuesday, I'm going to share in our authors interest group that I am live, okay? So I'm just going to say, join me now as I am live, serving authors, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and post that there. I know some people probably missing us and trying to figure out where we are. So if you know other authors right now tonight, or if you know other authors in general, and you want to help them to grow as influential authors, we invite you to share this particular podcast episode, the link, with other women, with other men that you know. Because on Tuesdays, a part of this platform, it's called Authorship Tuesdays. And we're going to be serving and empowering authors on this day. Okay, so go ahead and let others know. I am also going to share on our Leadership TKO for Authors fan page. I'm going to share on the fan page that I'm live and invite authors to tune in that way. So let me find it. Here we go. And I appreciate each and every one of you being here. And I know that there are so many of you from various countries, around the world, that tune in. There are many of you from Germany, from France, from Norway, from Hungary, from Canada, the United Kingdom, from South Africa, throughout the United States, from all over the world. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And I encourage you to let more and more of your family and friends and business colleagues in your country, let them know about this podcast. I want to see, we're going to have a country competition, right? We're going to have a country competition pretty soon, an international listenership competition. And we're going to see which country is going to dominate. Which country is going to represent as it pertains to leaders in your nation? How many of you are really going to tune in? Based on your listenership, your listenership is going to represent your desire, your hunger to become great leaders. And so we're going to announce that pretty soon. We're going to do something like that really soon. So I'll let you know where we're going to start that competition up, what the French benefits or what the perks are going to be, what the rewards are going to be for having you come in and to listen and be a part of Leadership TKO in this platform. So I appreciate you once again for just being a part of this. So thank you. Thanks again. I can't say thank you enough because you all are just amazing, simply amazing, especially for those of you who've been tuning in and you're tuning in faithfully every day. Now, know that we're here Sundays through Fridays. I can tell you that. Sundays through Fridays at 9 o'clock p.m. That's the normal time. 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we're here. Sometimes it's a little bit over the time because if we have meetings that are like back to back, like how it was tonight, sometimes it can go a little bit overboard. All right. And we try to acknowledge those of you who tune in live on the platform because on the Spreaker platform, there's a little bit of a way in which we can engage you that are listening. There's a chat feature on the Spreaker platform. And we will acknowledge those people who are listening in live to the platform, okay, and to the episode. So go ahead and share. Even as I'm doing a little bit of an introduction, go ahead and share. Let people know that we're live here on the platform. If they are authors that are following you on Facebook, let them know, hey, join in now. Lakeisha is talking to authors and helping you to achieve your goals on your authorship journey. So get them to tune in right now. right now. Get them to tune in. And I appreciate those of you who do share about this podcast and letting other men and women know, because we want to share the love. We want to help other people to grow. And that's one way of doing it. Sharing is caring, right? So thank you so much. First of all, let's just have a little bit of a moment of silence for those lives that were lost, for those families that were impacted with Hurricane Harvey. Let's just have a moment of silence, please. And I wanted to do this because many lives were lost, and people are still struggling in Texas and in other places here in the United States because of this tragic event, this natural disaster. And we know that there's some more pending weather out in the sea, out in the ocean, that's coming towards the United States, I believe, with Hurricane Irma. So we want to make sure that we're keeping each other in prayer, keeping each other lifted up, because there's so much going on with these different weather occurrences happening around the world. And it's not just the United States, but it's in other countries around the world that this is going on. So once again, thank you for those of you who have been praying for those families in Texas and Louisiana, and other places around the world. Thank you so much for expressing love by way of prayer and sending donations and support into those other areas. I know right now, Florida here in the United States is under a state of emergency because of Hurricane Irma. I know they're saying that it's a possible Class 6 hurricane with winds of over 170 miles an hour of where it is right now. So just giving a little bit of update as to what we're looking at here in the United States. And we do, if you experiencing some things in your country where you're from, we're definitely praying for you as you're pushing forward and trying to live. So thank you so much. All right. But it is indeed Authorship Tuesday. And we're serving you. We've served you today on our blog. If you're not connected to the blog, you want to make sure you get plugged into the blog. We try to post new messages at least 3 times a week on the blog. Sometimes we post even more. All right. So be sure, once again, that you get plugged into the blog. We're going to have the link for the blog. It's going to be in the description area of this podcast. But if you verbally want to hear it, the blog link is leadershiptko.com/blog, BLOG. So leadershiptko.com/blog is the link that you're looking for right now. So here's the deal. How do we write a how-to book? Now, first of all, a how-to book is a book that explains how to do something. Very simple, right? How do you do something? How do you plant a garden? How do you write a book? How do you drive a car? How do you raise children? It's a how-to book. It gives people instructions on how to do something. Now, it may not be as simple of a title that way that people give their books, but it gives you instruction, guidance on how to do something, how to achieve. Stay tuned. We'll let you know when that's going to be ready. But we're just giving you a heads up, okay? But that's a how-to book. Now, the whole concept behind writing a how-to book, you really have to be organized and structured with it. I do recommend that when you do a how-to book, you have to have an outline of some sort. You want to write down steps. What are the steps that are going to be taken in the book? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. You want to definitely begin with the end in mind. So what is it that you're teaching them to do? How to lose 20 pounds in 30 days, right? If you want to do a how-to book like that, you want to explain then. Step 1 or chapter 1 will be step 1. Chapter 2 will be step 2. Chapter 3 will be step 3. That's how you will break down a how-to book. So hopefully you're getting this. And even in those moments when you have step 1 What are some of the things that are needed in order to accomplish step one? That's the content that you want to put in each of those steps. So are you getting it? Hopefully you're getting it. That's the content you want to put in each of those steps, is more specifically, how do you engage in that step? So be sure that you're organizing your content well so that it's easy to follow. And it doesn't have to be that that's the logical order, but those things need to be completed in order to accomplish the end result. So it doesn't have to be that's the logical order of it. But these are the steps that they need to complete. These are the things you need to do in order to get the end result. So for example, if we wanted to change the title of the book to say, how do you launch and actually promote a successful professional speaking career, or something similar to that. We're going to show you the steps. These are the things you need to master. These are the things you need to do in order to have a successful speaking career. All right. So just think about that. Think about that as it pertains to your how-to book. Now, every how-to book doesn't have to be exactly the same. It shouldn't be the same, because your content is going to be unique to you, because your stories are going to make it different. Your results, your experiences are going to make your book different from the others. And as a matter of fact, one tip that I can give you is, if you haven't done this yet, you want to make sure you have a journal, and that you begin to journal every single day your experiences. So what happened that was unique today that stood out from the rest? Maybe God opened up a door for you. Maybe you met someone different that's going to help you to get something accomplished. Maybe you served in a unique way. Maybe you gave something of value to someone that really helped you to feel good. Maybe you recognized that you lost 10 pounds or 15 pounds, or you reached some other type of goal today. Write down what you've accomplished, because it is these type of things that, if you notice that you do it so well and that you do it often, if you notice that you have a system on how people can do it and achieve it, you can turn that into your own system, and you can turn that into a book. It's just that simple. Okay, just that simple. And I believe that every single person, if you have a desire to write a book, it's in there. It's in you for a reason. It's in you for a reason. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to say this. I want to encourage you to come back to this episode within the next 30 minutes to 45 minutes, because in the description area of this episode, there are going to be some links there. There are going to be some links there. You're going to be able to see the link for the blog post, so that if you have not read the blog post already, I know that many of you follow me on Facebook, but if you have not read the blog post, I want you to go read the blog post in its entirety, because it's going to share with you some steps on how to write a how-to book. That's what it's going to share with you. So be sure to do that. Also, there's a little bit of a freebie. If you need to learn how to start brainstorming your book so that you can get those ideas written down, there's a freebie that I would love for you to opt in and receive. Okay? It's totally free. All you have to do is give your name and email address, and you'll be able to download it. That link for that freebie is going to be also in the description area. I'm also going to let you know that we're offering a 5-day, okay, it's going to be a 5-day writing crash course. Okay, so if you haven't completed any of my courses before, this will be a great way to start. Okay, a 5-day crash course on how to write a book. 5-day crash course. We're just going to, really get you going. It's not meant to be a full blown out training. I'm just going to let you know that right now. It's not really completely in depth. It's not anything too difficult. It's not meant to be difficult. We're going to have fun with it. So it's just really to get your juices flowing, to get you in the hang of writing. Okay. Get you moving when it comes to writing, period. So that's going to be offered. And of course, I have my date written down, right? It should be the 18th. It's going to start on a Monday on the 18th. It's going to be that entire week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. There's going to be a special group for it that you're going to be invited into. Okay. Now it may be something, of course, that we're going to definitely have the information inserted in there. And that is not necessarily live calls or webinars or anything like that. No, it's because we want you to be accountable for your content. Okay. And so it may not be a live call, it may not be a live webinar. It's just going to be information inserted in the group on each day. And you want to read the information and you want to take action. Now, I might go in there and post a live video to kind of motivate you and propel you forward. But that is really the basis of what I'm going to be there for. Of course, I'm going to be there throughout each day to answer questions. But for the crash course, it's important that you begin to develop the habit of writing. And so that's what we're going to be doing starting September 18th. There is a small little commitment fee to confirm that you are committed to writing. All right. So I'm giving you a heads up. There is a small commitment fee. I know you're probably wondering, well, Lakeisha, what does this small commitment fee look like when it comes to this crash course of writing? Well, this small commitment fee that you're looking at, because it's a 5-day course, you're only looking at $20 for this crash course. Okay. $20 for the crash course, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, $20. That's it for you. All right. For you to really jumpstart and get yourself moving. This also confirms that you're committed to your writing journey. Okay. You're committed to your writing journey. So $20, you'll probably see the registration for the course. It's going to be posted. Ideally, we want to definitely get this out there tonight. So you may see it added in there by midnight tonight. Okay. So for all of you out there listening, by midnight tonight, if you come back to the description area of this episode, you'll see some information. If you follow me on Facebook, that the final post for tonight might be information regarding this crash course and registration for the crash course. So stay tuned on the timeline. If we're not connected on my timeline on Facebook, please make sure that we're connected. It's really simple to get connected with me. I think I have maybe about 200 spots left before Facebook says, hey, you've reached your max on your profile. My link is facebook.com/LMcKnightSpeaks. And it's also going to be added in the description area of this podcast. So don't worry. Okay. Don't worry at all. I will also tell you this. Okay. I will tell you that, you want to make sure that if you're a woman, if you're listening into this, you're a woman and you believe that you have it's in you. You're born to be a leader. If you believe that you are born to be a leader and you're a female listening to this, I want to encourage you to get plugged in to this campaign that we have going on. It's called the Born to Lead Global Women's Leadership Campaign. And what I'm really just going to share, okay, what I'm really just going to share about this is that it's going to help you to grow by leaps and bounds. In order for you to really be a great mom, to be a great corporate woman, to be a great speaker, author, coach, whatever it is that you're trying to really elevate in, you have to learn how to lead well. And with this Born to Lead campaign for women, it's going to propel you. It's going to challenge you to enhance your leadership. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is get plugged in to this campaign for free. And the way that you're going to do this, I'm going to give you 2 websites. It's also going to be added to the description area of this podcast. But the first link is to give you a well-rounded perspective of the campaign and what it includes. The website address is leadershiptko4women.com. Leadership, TKO, FOR women.com. That's going to give you a big description of the campaign. And then also, if you're ready to jump in, there's a simple way to get connected and get plugged in and become a member of the campaign. And all you need to do on a desktop or a laptop computer, you'll want to visit borntolead2017.com. That's BORNTOLEAD 2017.com. Visit the website. All right. It's a questionnaire. Complete the questionnaire. Hit the submit button. It'll take you over to the Facebook group where we're all hanging out. Request to join the group, and then you will be an official member of the campaign. That makes it official. So go ahead, get yourself plugged in. We appreciate you. We thank you so very much. It's Authorship Tuesday. So glad, and it's an honor to be able to serve those of you who are aspiring authors, not yet published, and those of you who have been published. We thank you. And I'm going to salute those of you who do join the course, the crash course starting on the 18th. I'm going to salute each and every one of you. I'm going to celebrate you in a big way on social media because you're making a commitment to your authorship journey. Okay. And so we appreciate you and we thank you. And so we're going to come back here because tomorrow is Winning Leader Wednesdays. And we're also going to help you with marketing too, sales and marketing on tomorrow. So thank you so much for listening in tonight. And until tomorrow night, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership.